this has to be the coolest, and I really do mean coolest and weirdest fan-made game I've ever seen in my life. So we're gonna review it today. Hey Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to a bit of a different video today. And I say that every video, but today it truly is a different video, okay? It's a different video. We're going to be looking at a fan game today. Now, let me just tell you how this all started. So a couple of days ago, you might remember, I went through the heck that was trying to make the Sega ripoffs video, yeah? And one of the games I had featured in that video was a game called, where is it if I go down? A game called, hold on, just give me a second to find it. Where are you? Hold on. It's somewhere down here. I'll find it at some point. Where is it? Was it this far down? I don't think it was this far. Okay, we'll just look it up now. Here we go. A game called Taytona Racing. And I originally thought this game itself was a ripoff of Daytona USA, a bad ripoff, just a cash grab or something like that. No. It is actually way cooler than that. And I really do mean way cooler than that. So what had happened was I originally recorded this in the ripoff video, but then the ripoff video, corrupted. And I put in the ripoff video, originally I was going into this blind, so I thought it was a ripoff. Well, after I recorded that video and it corrupted, I knew what the game was, and turns out this game isn't a ripoff. Actually, it's a fan game. It's a conversion of Daytona USA to an Android phone, and it actually gets updated. The last time you can see it got updated November 5th, 2020 with bug fixes, enhanced graphics for high-end devices, and startup crash fix. They fixed a bunch of stuff. And it's still being worked on. November 5th, 2020 is still fairly recent. You know what I'm saying? Definitely more recent than what I thought this was. Because if I checked, this was released back in 2018. And, I'm happy to see it's still here. And it has good reviews and all that. I'm like, why should a ripoff have good reviews? But it's not a ripoff. It's made by publisher VKR Games. And we'll find out more about them in a second. So I'll be right back when we open the game. Okay, I'm back, and I'm back with, obviously, Taytona Racing. I'm back, you know what I'm saying? So here we are. So let's go ahead and start this off with Championship. Now, you'll notice one thing. They have multiple things here, and, it looks like a ripoff from afar, but once you actually get in, this is extremely interesting. So you have Championship, Quick Race, Multiplayer, and Options. We'll go in the options real quick. We'll go with the graphics quality, and we'll turn it up to 720p. Also, something also weird is the game tends to be in Spanish. I think Spanish it is. Lots of it is, and most of it is in English, but some of it is in Spanish. And that's because the person who actually made this is obviously, Spanish. So the language is in Spanish in some cases, but most of it is in English, and most of it is readable. And I'll also be shouting out the YouTube channel for the person who actually made this at the end, because it's very interesting. But we'll start with Championship. And there's the first thing you're going to notice here, right, is we'll wait for it to load in a second here. We'll continue.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
You'll notice they took the Gentlemen Start Your Engines from the original Daytona. But what makes this so interesting is, listen.
Go!
Actually, you know what? To make this a little bit more doable, what we'll do is we'll turn the music down. No, not the. We'll leave the music up. We'll turn the effects down to 0 because they make a lot of noise, and I want you to be able to hear what they actually did with the music. This is extremely. Listen.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
So you can see they actually took the Gentlemen Start Your Engines from the arcade, but no, listen.
2, 1, go! And they're underway.
Yes, they actually took the original arcade music and put it in the game. And you can see this is just a recolor of the Hudson Hornet. Not the, I always say the Hudson Hornet because if anyone remembers the Cars movie, that's where I got that from. But no, the actual Hornet from Daytona. Oh, they also got the Sonic picture up there for anyone who notices. But yeah, this is just a recolor, and I'm pretty sure this recolor was in Special Championship Edition on the Sega Saturn. The one thing I do have to say though is this is an extremely good recreation for Android. It is touchscreen, and the drifting is a little bit wonky, but other than that, it's completely playable. It looks good. It sounds great. Listen.
Time extension.
Okay, I'm gonna start saying it now, but they actually put the music in this. I am like so surprised by how good this is. The first off, right? And you know, the game itself controls pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? While I personally wish you could use a controller, you might be able to. I haven't tested that yet, but I'll test that probably later on. And I'll let you know at the end of the video is controller support supported. Even though I wish you could use a controller and you can't, it's still like extremely good. But like the controls, they're really good, responsive. And as you can see, the stages are, while looking a little bit different and a little bit updated in the graphics in some regards, it's almost exactly the same as it was on the arcade all those years ago, and even on the Saturn. This just completely destroyed the Saturn version as far as graphics are concerned. But I mean, the fans, there aren't any like you know, fan interactions or anything like that. You can't hear the crowd, is what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure it's like, cause you know, it's my second favorite game of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I've played it a lot. I've heard it a lot, and I'm almost so certain you could hear the crowd in the original arcade and Saturn releases. One of the two, I know you can hear the crowd in. And I know I'm not delusional, right? But you still get the, you know how your car can get all dented up and stuff like this? You can still get that. You can actually still mess with the camera angles. If I show you, look, you still have all the original camera angles that you had in the original games, including this view right here. I mean, it's a good recreation. In fact, they give you a new camera angle. I forgot about this one. You get this new camera angle that wasn't in the original, and I don't personally like it. I'll stick to the third person view. Now, when I'm playing the real Daytona, I might go with this view right here. Sometimes I go with this one, but for the most part, I stick to the original camera view. But as you can see, switching between cameras is still smooth and nice. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, I got 40th because I suck. Okay, you did not pass objective, and you can't rag on the language here. I mean, like I said, the person who made this is clearly. They don't really speak. They speak English. They speak pretty good English, but they don't speak English. You can tell English isn't their first language. Is how I'm trying to say it. So if you go to the quick race, you'll notice one thing. They have the original Daytona, the original Daytona USA tracks 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Then they have track 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, and you know, I don't remember any of these tracks. A few of these I don't think I remember, except I think I remember this one and this one. And the reason I think and this one too, the reason I think I remember these are either because I remember these tracks being in Daytona USA 2, or I remember them from Daytona USA 2000 or so, Daytona USA the Dreamcast edition, and I think that's what I remember. But you'll notice they have all 3 songs if we click here. Alright, if we'll click here real fast. Wait, which one is that's track 1? We'll go with track 2. And I have the actual Hornet color. And if you go in, you'll notice they have all the original sound, the original songs. See? Daytona. See, you can see they actually have it, man. I stand by the fact that Daytona USA has the greatest soundtrack of all time of any video game. Definitely my favorite soundtrack of all time. And there's a lot of soundtracks up there for me. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors. What's up? Some more. You got, you know, obviously Daytona, Sonic Sega All Stars. I'm trying to not make it all Sonic games. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other games that have like extremely I love what's another one? Billy Hatcher. You know what I'm saying? A few more Bonanza Brothers. A lot of these games just have Golden Axe, especially Streets of Rage. You know, there's a lot of top soundtracks that can rank first for me, but Daytona just takes that crown. It only has three. The original only has 3 songs, but those songs are so catchy and they get stuck in your head. It's perfect, but it's a great They have a great recreation of all the tracks from the original games, which I applaud them for. And in fact, they actually make it a little bit easier for you because in the original game, you had a time limit thanks to the arcade. Now that time limit was still present in a lot of the ports. So like the Saturn version and the Dreamcast version, that time limit is still there a lot of the times. And I know, especially for newcomers, that can be a little bit annoying because you can't experience the full tracks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't either at first. I used to suck at Daytona. I still kind of suck at Daytona, but I can actually last pretty much the whole tracks now. You know what I'm saying? But especially during the beginning, you don't really get to see the great set pieces that these tracks have. Like I love the original Daytona tracks, the actual stages themselves. But something weird I do notice here, the lighting is not the original lighting, and I can't tell if it's better because I think it transitions from day to night, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. But I'm not sure if that's what it's actually doing or if it's just always night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Preferably, if I'm just being honest here, while I think it is getting darker. While I think that the addition of the new lighting system is cool, I still would love an option to keep the original always daytime lighting system. I don't know, that just felt better to me, you know what I'm saying? It just felt cooler to me to have it always daytime. And the stages, it makes the stages look a lot brighter and cooler. Although it is nice, like I said, to see them from this different perspective. I would just like an actual lighting system button that I could use to switch from day to night, you know what I'm saying? Something like that would be actually cool, at least in my opinion. Also, there's a new animation for grass getting kicked up, which also I don't know if I'm a big fan of. I mean, you can tell it was kind of just squiggled on there. But I mean, that being said, this is an extremely good recreation of the original Daytona. Like literally, I give props to the person who sat there and made this, because you wouldn't think somebody would convert Daytona USA, the actual Daytona USA, to Android, you know what I'm saying? And they did it long before Sega Forever did it. And Sega Forever still hasn't done it. Where is it at? Come on, can we get the Dreamcast version or something on the Sega Forever? I mean, my problems with Sega Forever, but someone actually took the time out of their own personal time to make a recreation of Daytona, the good old Daytona, to Android, and it's free at that. That in of itself is cool, and apparently there's a whole community for this game out there, which is actually awesome in the hindsight. And I haven't tested the multiplayer. We're actually gonna go ahead and test that now. But first off, before we do that, I want to look at a couple of these other tracks, like this one right here, this weird candy one. I don't know what this is for. Oh, you can? Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. I didn't know you can. You can actually mess with the time. That's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We'll go with about noon. All right, noon would be perfect. Yeah, about noon would be perfect for this. Yeah, you can actually mess with the time. That's actually cool. I didn't know. And you can also have it on random. Okay, so never mind. That is perfect. So forget what I said earlier. Also, another thing, like I said, here's the thing. These later tracks do recycle the first 3 songs, which, I mean, you can't complain about. You're getting new tracks here, right? You can't complain about the music being recycled when you're getting full-on new tracks here that the person really didn't have to go through and implement, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, they really could have just made a quick little port of Daytona USA to Android and call it a day. But no, they actually went through the time to add new tracks, except I think some of these tracks are taken from Daytona USA 2 or Daytona USA 2000, the later ones anyway. But these earlier ones, this one right here, I'm almost 99% sure is original. You know what I'm saying? They took the time to implement new original tracks, and they're actually freaking awesome. Like, I like this track right here. It's a really good track. You can't be picky about the music. You know what I'm saying? Sure, they recycle the music, but whatever. The sound effects are good, and I have them off just for the purposes of I want you to be able to hear this video. You know what I'm saying? But the sound effects are still good. You know what I'm saying? They're extremely good. They're the original sound effects from the original game. But still, I mean, you just gotta give credit to the developer for going through and making something like this, because no one would think to make this, you know what I'm saying? Especially, even Sega hasn't even thought about it, and this person has. And, this game is it's pretty obscure, and the people who do know about it don't even know this is the original Daytona USA. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know this is the original Daytona USA. But quickly, we'll check out the multiplayer real fast, because I'm kind of wondering how this knows. We'll just keep unknown, play online. Let's just see. We'll just test it out real fast. We got the blue color, and is there an online? Is it active online or what?
And they're underway.
So wait for players. It says wait for players. So we'll see what happens here. I'll be back when I find someone. Okay, so I waited a bit, never found anyone. So I don't know how that spells, what that spells about for the community, but there appears to be a community: Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube. And quickly, we'll go to their YouTube channel, because this is actually extremely interesting. We'll look at if it loads. Load. Okay, just once. Let's see if we can go quickly to their YouTube channel real fast. Here we go. Now, I am subscribed to their channel, and see, this is what made me know it wasn't a ripoff at all. No, the guys or girls who actually run this channel are pretty passionate about Daytona. You know what I'm saying? They do post some other stuff like Doom and all that, but you can see they post constant updates on the game usually. You know what I'm saying? There's constant updates about Daytona, constant talk about Daytona, and they haven't uploaded in around 11 months, but you can still see there was a Daytona arcade, Daytona 3 arcade gameplay, Daytona. So they're pretty passionate when it comes to Daytona, and that's what I really find interesting. So go and check these guys out. You know what I'm saying? They're at 259 subscribers. That's more than I have, you know what I'm saying? So go subscribe, be their 260 subscriber. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. Now, this was 11 months ago, but I do hope at some point they come back and post some more updates to this game. About the game is actually pretty awesome. See, Taytona Racing 7.2. And you see they get a fair amount of views. And the game itself, if we go look real fast, the game itself is doing fairly well on the Google Play Store in terms of reviews. Hey, this game is pretty good. However, I got some complaints. The drifting seems too strong. It should power slide smoothly, and the collision is grisly. I love this game, but the graphics need to be refined. The roads up and down curves. Hold on. It's kind of a port of the original game from 1993, but a bit lower, and had some few trucks. These were earlier though, but I mean, I knew it. It adds some new tracks. This game still gives me vibes to that old Daytona, but some people say the drift is strong. I don't have complaints with the drift. It's just same like original if you could feel it. I thought it was pretty similar. I don't have a complaints about the drift. I actually do. What I have a complaint about is I don't like that the buttons are invisible. I wish you had an option to make the buttons visible. And as far as I could tell, you don't have that option, which is kind of annoying to me. But I mean, other than that, I don't really have a problem. This is a top-notch game, and I totally recommend you go download it. As for it being on iOS, I don't think so. I just know it's on Android, and that's the only way I can check. But I mean, it's still, listen, racing in the classic style of the 90s. The original game is the intellectual property of Sega Corporation. Don't you mean Sega Sammy Corporation? This game is made by a fan and non-profit. See, there's no ads, frantic races at full speed with arcade driving style. You will not need long tutorials to start having fun. Feature, single player with 40 opponents, multiplayer online, 9 tracks with great designing, I guess. No ads, optimized to run at 60 FPS, all in only 35 megabytes of storage. And that still holds true, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 35 megabytes still holds true. It's a very small game, but it's a great port. You know what I'm saying? I've been pulling my phone out of my pocket these last couple days and just playing the game for fun, and I'm gonna actually keep it on my phone because it actually is a fun little way to experience Daytona. Now, could you experience Daytona in a better way on mobile? Yes. All you got to do is get yourself a Redream. If you have a really powerful phone, you can get a Sega Saturn emulator or an arcade. From what I've tested, the game doesn't work on MAME, on arcade, on the actual Sega I'm on mobile. The arcade game doesn't work on mobile. I've tested on different memes and it just didn't work. Maybe I don't have a powerful phone, but most of the memes I tested it on said they don't support it. I tested it on older updates. They said they don't support it. So that might just be that. But then again, you can there's other ways to play this, better ways to play it. Sure, just get yourself Redream and download and get yourself, get your hands on Daytona 2000 for the Dreamcast and play that. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is a beautiful port with extra tracks that you didn't need. See, it included the 3 classic tracks and 6 more original tracks that you didn't need. Does have multiplayer, although I couldn't get it up and running. Has the original music and it's pretty great. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I'm saying the convenience factor here is what counts. It's easy to pull this out of your phone and play. And if you're a fan of the original Daytona USA, or you just like racing games in general, definitely go check this out. Definitely go and check out the YouTube channel of the person who actually made this. It's actually extremely cool, and you can tell they're actually passionate about Daytona USA, and I love seeing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing people who are passionate about certain Sega games. It's always cool to me. So go check out this channel. Go check out Taytona. You can get it on the Google Play Store for completely free. Plus, there's no ads or anything like that. It's completely worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's completely worth it. It's a fan-made game. I thought it was a ripoff, but no, it's a fan-made game. It's totally awesome. That being said, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. We're close to 200 subscribers, and we're only 10 subscribers away, so you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers.